guys, how are you all? Today, the movie whose story we are going to hear is called Tyler Perry's Duplicity. This movie was released in 2025. The movie begins with two girls named Marley and Fila who go to exercise with their friends. When they all come out after working out, a guy named Kevin, used to constantly make comments on Fela. This time too, he was doing the same, which made Fila very angry. On the other hand, Marley and Fela liked each other a lot. Fela's husband, Marley's boyfriend, and all of them used to meet together for lunch. Coven was a police officer and he also used to train his juniors. Fela was a news anchor. Then the scene changes and we see an elderly woman who is working in her kitchen. Suddenly she gets a call from an unknown number and is told that there is a dangerous boy in the building opposite hers and she must inform the police about him. The old lady did exactly what she was told. The police arrived and Officer Coven shot the boy multiple times without asking him anything. The boy fell unconscious. That boy was Fela's husband. Fela got this terrible news right in the studio. She reached the hospital crying, where Marley and Tony had already arrived. While crying, Fela was shouting and abusing Coven. Then the doctor came and informed that Fela's husband had died. Fela fainted, and Marley somehow managed to handle her. Marley was a lawyer. She told Tony that she would get to the bottom of this case no matter what. She sat with Tony and discussed the entire incident. The next day was Fela's husband's funeral. Media people had also come there. First, Fela scolded them a lot, and then, when everyone reached home, Coven was present there. He had come to give his explanation, but the moment Fela saw him, she lost her temper and blasted him completely. Tony took Coven outside. Coven said, "I was just doing my duty." Fela was telling Marley, "What will I do without my husband? I can't even imagine living without him." Marley consoled her and said, "Don't think so much. Whatever I can do for you, I will do." Hearing Fela's words, Marley became very disturbed. So now she was discussing everything with Tony again. Marley decided to go talk to a lawyer named Ina about this case. On the way, she saw many people protesting. During the discussion of Tony's case, Ina also showed Marley the other side of the picture. Ina showed her a video in which Tony, Fela's husband, was coming from the front. The police officer was telling him to stop, but he had headphones on and didn't even look toward the officer. Because of this, neither could understand the situation, and the officer shot Fela's husband for his own safety. After watching the video, Marley cried a lot. In anger, she got up from there and cried a lot. Even after sitting in the car, she called to Tony and asked him to come to her. Tony came, consoled her, and then both came home. Fela was saying on media, "Now I myself will have to take action because we live in this country and we also deserve justice. Otherwise it won't be good. The entire community will raise its voice together against this." After that, Fela went to the elderly woman who had called the police. Fela asked her everything. The old lady said she got a call from an unknown number. That's why she did it. The old lady didn't want to answer any more questions. She told Fela, "If you ask me anything else, I'll call the police." Marley was also investigating the case herself, and now she was talking to the authorities. The authorities told Marley that the person who called the old lady was a girl. Marley gathered information about that girl and went straight to Tony. She asked Tony, "Who is this girl?" Tony had some past connection with that girl. Tony got nervous in front of Marley and tried to hide things, but there was definitely something fishy. Marley left from there. Tony kept calling her, but she didn't stop. Fela went to the house opposite the old lady's, the house about which the old lady was told that the woman living there was in danger from the boy. But that woman didn't know anything about the incident. Then Fela came to Marley. She was crying a lot and burning all of Tony's photos in anger. Now both Fela and Marley were alone. Marley's pain and anger were not reducing at all. Fela consoled her and decided to leave from there. Marley also left. As soon as she reached home and parked the car in the garage, a boy named Caleb came to her and said, "You don't need to be afraid of me." The boy was scared and saying, "I didn't want to kill him." Marley called Tony. Tony came running. The boy ran away from there. After he left, Tony called Officer Kevin. Kevin said, "I had already paid that boy. I don't know why he is doing this now." At night in the darkness, Officer Kevin and Caleb met. Kevin told the boy, from now on, don't ever appear around Marley. At night, Marley was again crying while looking at her and Tony's pictures. Next morning, she went to Fella's house and from the window she saw someone jumping out. Marley immediately called the police and herself opened the door with the spare key she had and went inside. Inside, Fella was sleeping because she had taken sleeping pills, so she had no idea what was happening around her. Marley woke Fella and said, I saw someone jumping from your house window, and I have already informed the police. Fela got worried. Police had also arrived, and Tony came running too. But when Kevin came, Fela angrily told all the officers to leave. Tony was telling her, why do you people keep coming here again and again? The media was also speaking against Fela and her husband. Marley had reached Ina again, and now both were discussing Tony's affair and the situation. Ina said, because of the people protesting together, the condition of the city is getting worse, while those who do drug dealing and other illegal work are roaming free and doing their work. Fella's husband was also killed in such a case, whereas he was not like that at all. When Fella saw that she was not getting justice, she decided to hold a press conference herself. She told people to stop the protests, not to spread violence in the city. She herself would talk to the mayor, and the officers were already investigating anyway. Next day, when Marley was returning from the gym, as soon as she reached her car, a big black car stopped near her and Marley disappeared from there. Marley was making a lot of noise inside the car. She felt she had been kidnapped. The person wanted to tell her something. There was a girl named Ina, actually Anna, different from the lawyer, in Caleb's car too. She started talking to Marley. Anna had affairs with both Kevin and Fela's husband. Fela's husband had told Anna that he was not happy with his wife. Marley said, let me go. Otherwise, I'll get you all rotten in jail because you people have kidnapped me. Marley reached her office and started researching about Officer Kevin. Kevin's duty was in a different area, but he was doing duty somewhere else. Marley took 2 officers and went to Caleb and Anna. Anna said Fella's husband was really a good man, but Kevin is a devil, and look, he is still roaming alive. Anna further said, I can prove all this. I have all the evidence, but it is in my old house. I used to live there on rent, and now we need permission to go there. Marley and the officers got confused, but Marley wanted to give Anna a chance. Marley went alone to the place Anna told her. As soon as she reached, Tony grabbed her from behind. He was stopping her from going inside. Meanwhile, Kevin arrived in the car and told them to come with him. Actually, Kevin lived right there. As soon as Marley entered the house, she asked for the bathroom. Kevin's house was quite big. She went to the bathroom and the first thing she did was check the drawer. She found a mobile phone that had videos of Tony and a girl, and the girl was calling Tony Kevin. Then Tony called her, so she came out of the bathroom and said, I have to go home right now. But as soon as she opened the door was locked and the key was with Kevin. Kevin and Tony were laughing at Marley. Tony was asking her to come to him. Marley told Tony, I could never even imagine that you would be like this. Marley wanted to leave from there, but Tony and Kevin held her. Marley was shouting a lot, so Kevin made her drink sedative medicine. As soon as she became unconscious, Tony picked her up and took her with him. Kevin. And Tony put her in a boat and left from there. A little later, Fela was also in the boat. She was part of their group. Fela was sticking close to Kevin. Suddenly Tony looked back and saw that Marley was regaining consciousness, but not fully yet. These 3 were about to make her unconscious again when they saw another boat. There was a man in it who was telling them, coming toward the sea at this time is prohibited. Why have you people come here? Kevin said, we have come for a ride. When the man also asked about Marley, Fela said, she is tired, that's why she is resting. Because he asked too many questions, Kevin shot that man dead. After that, Kevin tied Marley and threw her into the sea. Marley had regained full consciousness. She freed herself and went under the boat. Kevin, Tony, and Fela were trying to pull up the body of the man they had killed and thrown into the water. Then Marley killed all 3 devils. Marley was fighting for Fela, but Fela turned out to be a snake in the sleeve, and her own boyfriend had also betrayed her. Marley also told the media everything about these 3. And here, the movie ends. If you like this story, please do like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell button.